Hello, welcome back to my tutorial for the Megaman game on Java. And in the last part, I showed you the the falling function for the character here, and I also prevented go through the left wall here and the right wall also. And today, I will I will show you two things. The first is the check the uh, check the collision with the top cell here with the physical maps, and the bottom here it is also the ground. And then I will show you the camera movement. Alright, and don't worry, I will explain all the things you need to know in this section. Okay, so let's move on. Alright, we will go to the origin here in the human class. We already copied this flow of code for checking the collision with the right and with the left wall here, and then I will copy this code right from the origin and go to our human class and go to the update function. And alright, and we will remove this code and pass it to some formation for this block of code. Alright, alright, you can see here we have some missing functions here. Alright, for the first thing you can see here, I will copy the landing property from the human class to this. And for the landing properties, we will discuss this in the very next video. Right, just copy this, go to our class, put it here, and then then go to the bottom of the class file and insert the code for the getter setter for its properties, generate. Alright, so this function is on. And the next part, 2D functions we will copy from the physical map. Right, so go to the origin code, the physical map here in the origin. Right, let me see. Alright, here, left word, right word, and with the length and with the top here, we'll copy these two functions and go to our class, the physical map here. Oh no, not this. Alright, here we go to our class and then pass this here. Alright, and for this function is also the same with the left or the word function collection. And you can see here, the first I get the position of the rect here, and alright, the position here is just the indexes on the matrix. You know, the physical map is also the matrix. I separate in the many cells. For here is the position of the cell by indexing. You can get it by get the coordinates, and then you divide it by the tile size, and then you can get the indices. Right, and for the post h2 here, right. All right, I think this code is smarter, so uh, you can understand it easily. If you can leave a comment on the comment section, and I will then answer to your question. All right. So just copy this. This is also, yeah, the 2D function is the same with the other from the previous video. It's also return a rectangle that represent, I'm sorry, that represent for the cell, right? So you can check if the main character whether have a collision with them, right? So let's go back to the human class 0. Alright, so now we have a have collision with land, and you have collision with the top here, and then we just go just run the game. Alright, you can see here right now the rectangle can landing on the physical map. Alright, alright. So let's get some explanation in this block of code. So first I check the top right, the top, and you can see here yes, I get the red length and the red top and the bow with the collision, and here you can see. So I think you will hardly to understand this code. I will explain it. It's also appear in the alright. Let me see. Alright, so here I just get the the rectangle in the future of the character uh, if it will be updated in the next frame. So in the next frame, it will be updated to the new Y, right, for the character. And here I just do that first. Do that after I update to the main character. I just get the coordinate in the future. Alright, so let's explain on the pen. Alright, so you have the rectangle here, and in the next frame of the game, the rectangle maybe appear here. Alright, but before I update the rectangle, I should get the I should get this point in the future. I should get this rectangle in the future, and then I check if it get collision with any cell in the physical map. Alright, right? So I think you can understand right now. And then I check for red top here. It is just the rectangle I get from the physical map. And then in the length, and if the character have no any collision with the top red or the red lane here, it means the the main character is jumping. The starter is jumping right now, so I just update the position, the coordination of white here, and you can see here I recommended this the code because it's not necessary, right? All right, so we are finishes the first section for the vertical movement with to interact with the physical map, and then I will show you the camera. So you can see here if we move the character and move there, we will no longer see the character again. So to follow the character, we need to create an object named camera, and then we can use that object to update the coordinator on, of the map, so we can see the character. All right. I will go back to the particular object and delete something. Go to our particular object and go to the draw particular. Oh yeah, no. Go to the game work stage. Alright, and remove this code. This code is just draw the light that I effect for the round in the previous video. Alright, so now you go to the game object package and then create a new class named camera, and you extend the camera by the game object. Then you implement all the abstract function, and then the constructor and update. Alright, so now we have the alright, I will go the right, let's go back to the game work state here, and define a camera in the game work state, and then I will create a new instance for this camera. Alright, and then I will put the getter setter for the camera property. Alright, and then you go to the now I want this camera Alright, so the first thing, and I need to show the camera so you can see it. Let's go to the camera, and write a function graphic g. Then right, so the first import the graphic package, set the color. Alright, so I will set the color to the red, and then I will draw a rectangle with the post x and post y. And here, because I just draw a point, so as I will set the width and height for the 2-bit source. And let's go back to the game workspace here and go to the render, and in here I will call the camera and draw. Right, let's run it to see. Alright, as you can see, I just draw the camera, and it appears on the laptop of the screen here. Right, so now I want the camera follow the character. So we go to the camera. Alright, let's go to the camera here and go to update function, and I will call the right, call to the I will set process by the position of the main character. Okay, get game work state, and alright, so let's go back to the game work state here and make this Megaman to the public property. And let's go back here and call the Megaman here and get the post s. And last one, we set the Megaman with the get post y. Alright, and I will draw it to another color so you can see it, to the pin. I run it. Wow. Oh yeah, I didn't call the update function from the camera in the game workspace. So just go back to the game workspace and go to the update function here and call the camera and call the update function. Alright, so let me see. Alright, I will change a little so you can see it. Right, let's go back to the camera, and here we put the file. Alright, so you can see in the center of the rectangle, you can see the rectangle is bigger. Right, so this is the coordinate of the camera. and right now is following the character. All right, and now I will do the fin. Right, I will go back to the physical map and go to the draw class here, and for the okay, for the S I will accept I will accept the let's get game work here, and for the get the camera, get the process, we accept the process of the camera. Right. Put here for more accurate. Sorry. And another one for the Y. Sorry. Y here. And then let's run it. Alright. Process and oh, I think I need to go back to the origin and see. Let's go back to the camera here. Right, not go back to the physical map. Go to the drawer here. Alright, so I missing to accept the camera position on the in a particular object here. Right, so let's go to our particular object and do also in the here widget minus the right. Let's get the camera first. And then here camera get process and right, and here camera get a post Y. I press light here to see it more clear. And here, camera, get spot S. And here, get pause Y. And let's run again. Okay, so now you can see the camera is following the character, but you can see here the camera now is on the top left of the screen. So that's why right now we need two property from the camera. Alright, so let's go to the origin. You can see here we have width and the height. So here is the width and the height of the view. View is also the camera. Alright, so let's go back to the camera. And pass this code. And also create a getter setter of these two parameters. Sorry, these two properties. And let's go back to the constructor. We push the width and the height of the camera, and then it sets the width field equal the width and the height field equal height, and go back to the to the game workspace here and put more parameter to the constructor of the camera. Call the game panel and the width. Alright, let's go back to the game view, game panel, and alright, so let's go to the origin. I have here the game panel. Yeah, maybe the roadman frame. Alright, we go to the roadman frame. Okay, roadman 2 and the screen width, and another is the screen height. Alright, and in the physical map here, I will manage more the right, maybe not this. Right, yes, and I will also minus the first thing need to do that get the camera, and in here I just call the camera, and then I minus the get view width and divide it to, I divide a half of the width view and do also on the Y. Camera, get height view, and go to the particular object here, right? And do the same. And let's run it. Right, I'm wrong something. Maybe I need to plus. This code is this code has a little different with the origin, so I get some confused. Right, I will explain it later. Right, and go to the physical map here. I will plus instead. Right, and let's run it again. Alright, so now you can see the main character is the center of the camera view. It's also the same on the game screen. Alright, so now we can free to move on the physical map here like this. Alright, so time for explanation. Sorry. Alright, so I will say you this is the root coordinates from the 0 and 0 for x and y coordinates, the root coordinates of the game, and we will draw anything on this, and we have the physical map like this. This is the physical map. Alright, physical map for example, and we have the main character here is the object, and we have the camera. The camera is also an object on the root coordinator. Right, so let's see if we put the camera coordinate, right, it's the x and the y properties of the camera is on the top and left. I apply this idea on the origin, so I will explain this first, and then I will explain it in this cooling code. Right, and is we have here either the coordinates of the camera, and then either roots coordinates on the game, right? And here we have the main character, right? We have a 3 point here. So as you can see, if I draw the okay, we have another point for the physical map here. If I draw this on I just draw on the root, right? The game will show wrong, right? Just separate the coordinator on the game with the draw, right? We just draw. When I draw anything on this, I will paste on the camera coordinators. So that's why I accept the this distance from the S of the camera to the S of the root coordinates here, and another the Y here. Okay, the S and the Y. I just here, and so why I plus more the half of the camera view, because I use is instead on I use the camera coordinate in the center of the camera instead on the top left, so I need to plus more the distance to draw correctly, right? And I know this idea is hard to understand, and I cannot show you clearly more that you can understand easy. So if you don't understand anything, please leave a comment on the comment section, so I can type in more directly on the comment, so you can read it and you can understand. All right, but just explanation here, I think you can understand a little, and now you can put on your code, right? So that is the basis camera, right? And now I will copy the old source code. Alright, so let's go to the camera. Alright, sorry, go to origin and go back to here. You see on the game, sorry, you see on the game, I just keep the character in the center of the screen, but now I want it can moving a little, maybe left or right or top and bottom with the screen view, so we can easily to play the game. And so just copy that code in the origin and go to the update function here and pass it to here, right? Change something. Alright, and let's run it. Alright, right, okay. Because the code that I did in this part is different with the origin, so when I put this code to here, it will have the error, but it's easy to fix. I can fix this code. So let's go to the another. I need to repeat to you so you can understand. In my origin, I use the top left. The top left represent for the X and the Y of the camera. So that's why I don't need to put this code. I don't need to add more extension, uh, the extra X and Y here to make it the center. But in my code right now, I use the center of the screen. Alright. So to fix it, just revert to the origin codes. Just go back to the physical map here and remove this code. Remove this, and for them go to the particular object, right, and remove, right, remove this, and right, so let's run it. Alright, so right now you can see we have the behavior like the origin right now for the camera. Alright, so I think this video is too long, but I hope you can watch it in detail. Alright, don't go through the thing I explained. Alright, and if you like the video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. And alright, and if you have any question, please leave a comment on the comment section. I will answer you. Right, so that's it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.